In today's design landscape, the fusion of shabby chic romanticism and rustic farmhouse charm has created a compelling aesthetic that speaks to our desire for both comfort and elegance. This modern vintage approach to home decorating celebrates the beauty of imperfection while embracing the warmth of lived-in spaces, creating environments that feel both sophisticated and authentically welcoming. The marriage of these two beloved styles offers homeowners the perfect opportunity to create spaces that honor the past while serving contemporary lifestyles with grace and functionality.
Welcome to Rustic Elegance. Let's embark on a journey through the beauty of rustic decor, celebrating the warmth, simplicity, and natural charm of this timeless design.
Modern vintage home decorating ideas. Shabby chic meets rustic charm for every room. What makes this design combination so appealing is its inherent sustainability and accessibility. By celebrating weathered finishes, repurposed materials, and vintage finds, this aesthetic encourages creativity over consumption, making beautiful home design achievable regardless of budget constraints. The shabby chic elements bring feminine romance through soft pastels, delicate textures, and vintage fabrics, while rustic charm grounds the palette with natural materials, weathered woods, and earthy tones that create visual balance and emotional comfort. As we explore room-by-room applications of this timeless style fusion, you'll discover how to layer textures, combine color palettes, and integrate both new and vintage elements to create cohesive spaces that feel collected over time. From romantic bedroom retreats to welcoming entryways, this approach to decorating celebrates the stories that our homes tell, while creating environments that nurture both family life and personal expression. The result is a design philosophy that values authenticity over perfection, comfort over formality, and personal meaning over trends. 1. Romantic shabby chic bedroom makeover with vintage elegance. Soft pastel palettes with vintage fabrics. Create a serene bedroom sanctuary by embracing the gentle beauty of soft pastel tones that form the foundation of romantic shabby chic design. Begin with a palette of dusty rose, sage green, and creamy whites that work harmoniously to create a calming atmosphere perfect for rest and relaxation. Layer vintage fabrics throughout the space. Antique lace curtains filter light beautifully while adding delicate texture, while vintage quilts and embroidered linens bring authentic character to the bedding ensemble. The key lies in mixing patterns thoughtfully. Combine faded florals with subtle stripes or checks, ensuring that all elements share similar color undertones for cohesion. Antique-style bed frames in wrought iron or distressed would provide the perfect foundation for this romantic aesthetic, their weathered finishes adding instant vintage charm while serving as stunning focal points that anchor the entire room design. Upcycled furniture for rustic bedroom vibes. Transform ordinary furniture pieces into stunning shabby chic treasures through the art of creative upcycling that celebrates both sustainability and style. Begin by selecting structurally sound wooden pieces, dressers, nightstands, or vanity tables that can be transformed through chalk paint techniques that create the signature aged appearance essential to authentic shabby chic style. The distressing process involves strategic sanding after painting to reveal layers beneath, creating the weathered patina that suggests years of loving use. Replace standard hardware with vintage-inspired floral knobs or crystal pulls that add feminine touches while enhancing the romantic atmosphere. This eco-friendly approach to bedroom decorating not only reduces waste, but also creates one-of-a-kind pieces that reflect personal style while building the collected over time aesthetic that defines successful vintage decorating. DIY romantic bedroom decor with timeless appeal. Infuse your bedroom with handmade touches that add warmth, personality, and authentic vintage charm through carefully crafted DIY projects. Create custom ruffled bedding by adding romantic trim to plain linens, or fashion bed skirts from vintage fabrics that introduce pattern and softness to the sleeping area. Vintage mirrors become stunning focal points when framed with repurposed materials or enhanced with decorative painting techniques that complement your color palette. Romantic bedside lighting sets the mood through converted vintage lamps, perhaps crafted from antique bottles or repurposed candlesticks that cast gentle, flattering light perfect for evening relaxation. These handmade elements not only personalize your space, but also create conversation pieces that tell stories while contributing to the authentic, lived-in quality that makes shabby chic bedrooms feel like true retreats from the busy world. Two, cozy living room styling with rustic vintage accents. Layered textures with neutral color combinations. Create a sophisticated yet comfortable living room foundation through thoughtful layering of textures in a harmonious neutral palette that invites relaxation and conversation. Begin with natural linen curtains that filter light beautifully while adding softness to windows, their relaxed drape contributing to the casual elegance essential to this design style. Slip-covered sofas in cream or soft gray provide both style and practicality. They're washable covers perfect for family life while maintaining the fresh, casual aesthetic that defines modern shabby chic design. Layer the space with faded floral pillows in muted tones, vintage-inspired throws, and natural fiber rugs that add warmth underfoot while contributing to the room's cozy atmosphere. This careful attention to texture creates visual interest without relying on bold colors, resulting in timeless interiors that feel both sophisticated and deeply comfortable. Rustic charm with antique finds and wooden decor. Introduce authentic rustic elements that ground the shabby chic aesthetic, while adding masculine balance to potentially feminine design elements. Distressed coffee tables with weathered finishes become functional centerpieces that showcase the beauty of aged wood, while providing surfaces for books, candles, and cherished collections. Reclaimed wood shelving adds both storage and display opportunities, while contributing architectural interest that enhances the room's vintage character. These natural wood elements should show signs of authentic wear. Nail holes, weathered grain, and gentle patina that speaks to previous lives and stories. Complement these larger pieces with vintage candle holders in tarnished metals, antique books with worn spines, and weathered pottery that adds personality while reinforcing the collected over time aesthetic essential to successful rustic vintage decorating. Handmade vintage decor that tells a story. Curate a living room that feels authentic and personal through carefully chosen vintage pieces and handmade elements that contribute to your home's unique narrative. Thrifted treasures like vintage cameras, antique books, or weathered garden tools become unexpected decorative elements when displayed thoughtfully on shelves or mantels, their authentic patina adding character that cannot be manufactured. Painted wooden crates serve dual purposes as storage and display, their distressed finishes contributing to the rustic aesthetic while providing practical organization solutions. Create gallery walls using vintage artwork, family photographs in antique frames, and perhaps handmade pieces that reflect your personal interests and travels. These curated collections transform living rooms from generic spaces into personal sanctuaries that reflect individual stories while celebrating the beauty of imperfection and the charm of authentic vintage style. 3. Rustic kitchen ideas with vintage and shabby chic flair. Farmhouse elements with shabby chic color themes. Transform your kitchen into a charming farmhouse-inspired space by combining structural elements with a soft color palette that balances rustic functionality with shabby chic romance. Whitewashed cabinets provide a fresh, clean foundation, while their distressed finish adds vintage character that prevents the space from feeling too precious or formal. Open wooden shelving creates display opportunities for vintage dishware and glass containers, while contributing to the airy, uncluttered aesthetic essential to this design style. Introduce faded blue or mint green accents through painted backsplashes, vintage accessories, or recovered dining chairs that add personality without overwhelming the neutral foundation. These gentle color additions prevent all-white kitchens from feeling stark, while maintaining the fresh, vintage-inspired atmosphere that makes farmhouse kitchens feel both elegant and welcoming for family gatherings and entertaining. Decorating with reused jars, canisters, and kitchen tools. Create an authentic vintage kitchen atmosphere through thoughtful display of repurposed containers and tools that combine function with decorative appeal. Mismatched vintage glass containers become charming storage solutions for pantry staples, while their varied shapes and sizes add visual interest to open shelving or countertops. Repurposed wooden boxes, perhaps old fruit crates or toolboxes, provide rustic storage while contributing to the farmhouse aesthetic through their weathered finishes and authentic wear patterns. Hand-painted spice racks created from reclaimed materials add both organization and personality, while showcasing DIY skills that personalize the space. These practical vintage elements not only reduce waste through creative reuse, but also create the authentic, lived-in quality that makes shabby chic kitchens feel like the heart of the home, rather than sterile cooking spaces. DIY table centerpieces with romantic floral details. Enhance your kitchen's dining area with handcrafted centerpieces that bring the romance of shabby chic design to everyday meals and special occasions. Begin with vintage tablecloths or runners in faded florals or gentle checks that set a romantic foundation for your table settings, their soft patterns contributing to the feminine charm essential to this aesthetic. Incorporate dried flowers arranged in vintage vessels, perhaps old milk bottles or weathered pottery, that add natural beauty while requiring minimal maintenance. Delicate lace runners layered over solid fabrics create textural interest while reinforcing the vintage theme through their intricate patterns and time-worn appearance. These romantic details transform ordinary breakfast nooks into charming dining spaces that encourage lingering over morning coffee or intimate evening meals, creating the kind of warm, welcoming atmosphere that makes kitchens true gathering places. Four, charming bathroom decor with a touch of shabby chic vintage. Soothing neutrals and distressed storage solutions. Create a spa-like bathroom atmosphere through a carefully curated neutral palette, combined with storage solutions that maintain organization while contributing to the shabby chic aesthetic. Build your color scheme around crisp whites and soft creams that reflect light beautifully while creating the clean, fresh feeling essential to successful bathroom design. Wicker baskets in various sizes provide attractive storage for toiletries, towels, and bathroom essentials, while their natural texture adds warmth to potentially sterile spaces. Open shelving made from reclaimed wood or painted in distressed finishes creates display opportunities for vintage glass containers, rolled towels, and small decorative elements, while maintaining the airy feeling that makes small bathrooms feel more spacious. This approach to bathroom storage celebrates both form and function, while contributing to the relaxing, uncluttered environment that defines shabby chic bathroom design. Elegant upcycled mirrors and wall art displays. Transform your bathroom into a vintage-inspired retreat through thoughtful selection and placement of mirrors and artwork that add personality while enhancing the space's functionality. Frame existing mirrors with repurposed wood pieces, perhaps old fence pickets or barn wood, that introduce rustic texture while creating custom focal points that reflect personal style. Vintage floral prints in weathered frames contribute to the romantic atmosphere, while their soft colors complement the neutral palette essential to this design approach. Consider adding a reclaimed vanity piece, perhaps an antique dresser converted for bathroom use, that provides both storage and authentic vintage character while serving as a stunning centerpiece. These carefully chosen elements work together to create bathroom spaces that feel more like charming powder rooms than utilitarian spaces, elevating the daily routines of grooming and self-care. Romantic bathroom accessories for a cottage feel. Complete your shabby chic bathroom transformation through carefully chosen accessories that add romance and personality, while maintaining the practical functionality essential to these hardworking spaces. Floral soap dishes and vintage-inspired dispensers introduce pattern and color while serving daily needs, their charming designs contributing to the cottage-like atmosphere that makes bathrooms feel special. Lace shower curtains or panels add privacy while filtering light beautifully, their delicate patterns reinforcing the feminine romance that defines this aesthetic. Vintage glass jars repurposed for cotton balls, bath salts, or other toiletries provide attractive storage, while contributing to the collected over time feeling that makes spaces feel authentic rather than designed. These thoughtful details transform even the smallest bathrooms into elegant, inviting spaces that feel like personal retreats where self-care becomes a pleasure rather than a routine. Five. Entryway and hallway styling with vintage rustic charm. Functional entryway furniture with shabby chic appeal. Create an welcoming first impression through entryway furniture that combines practical functionality with the romantic charm of shabby chic design. Painted wooden benches in soft pastels provide seating for changing shoes, while their distressed finishes add instant vintage character that sets the tone for the entire home. Vintage coat hooks mounted on reclaimed wood backing create attractive storage for outerwear, while contributing to the rustic aesthetic through their weathered materials and authentic hardware. Rustic shoe storage solutions, perhaps repurposed wooden crates or vintage lockers, keep entryways organized while their aged finishes contribute to the collected over time aesthetic that defines successful vintage decorating. These functional pieces work together to create entryways that feel both practical and beautiful, ensuring that guests feel immediately welcomed while family members enjoy organized, efficient daily routines. Welcoming hallway walls with vintage touches. Transform corridor spaces into charming galleries through thoughtful wall treatments and furnishings that add personality while maintaining flow throughout your home. Hang collections of antique picture frames in various sizes and finishes, mixing family photographs with vintage prints or artwork that reflects personal interests and travels. Chalk-painted wall panels or wainscoting add architectural interest, while providing opportunities for seasonal decoration or display of vintage accessories. Shabby chic console tables positioned along hallway walls create convenient surfaces for keys, mail, and decorative elements, while their distressed finishes contribute to the vintage atmosphere. These wall treatments and furnishings work together to ensure that transitional spaces feel intentional and beautiful rather than neglected, creating cohesive design flow that connects rooms while celebrating the vintage aesthetic throughout your home. Rustic lighting ideas for vintage entryway glow. Complete your entryway design through carefully chosen lighting that provides both functional illumination and atmospheric charm essential to welcoming spaces. Wrought iron sconces with distressed finishes add vintage character, while providing practical lighting for keys and daily tasks, their aged patina contributing to the authentic rustic feel. Distressed lantern-style pendant lights or table lamps create pools of warm light that make entryways feel cozy and inviting rather than stark or institutional. For more formal entryways, consider vintage-inspired chandeliers with crystal drops that add sparkle and romance while maintaining the shabby chic aesthetic through weathered metal finishes or painted details. These lighting choices work together to create entryways that feel like true thresholds between the outside world and your personal sanctuary, setting the stage for the vintage-inspired beauty that awaits throughout your home. Conclusion. The beautiful marriage of shabby chic romance and rustic farmhouse charm creates homes that feel both deeply personal and universally appealing. This design approach celebrates the stories embedded in weathered finishes, vintage finds, and handmade elements, while creating spaces that serve contemporary family life with grace and functionality. By understanding how to layer textures, balance feminine and masculine elements, and incorporate both new and vintage pieces, you've gained the tools to create a cohesive aesthetic that feels collected over time rather than purchased all at once. The sustainability inherent in this decorating philosophy extends beyond environmental benefits to create emotional sustainability as well. When we surround ourselves with pieces that have stories, whether family heirlooms, thrift store treasures, or handmade creations, we build environments that nurture our connections to the past while supporting our present needs. This approach to decorating encourages us to see beauty in imperfection, to value craftsmanship over mass production, and to create homes that reflect our authentic selves rather than current trends. As you embark on your own modern vintage decorating journey, remember that the most beautiful spaces evolve gradually through thoughtful curation and personal expression. Allow your home to tell your unique story through the pieces you choose, the colors you love, and the memories you create within these carefully crafted spaces. The fusion of shabby chic and rustic elements provides a timeless foundation for homes that will remain beautiful and relevant regardless of changing design trends, creating the kind of enduring beauty that makes houses feel like true homes where life's most precious moments unfold naturally.